on? What's going on? Welcome to the Ziki Z podcast. What's going on? Do me a favor, like this video and share it. What's going on tonight? I know it's, I know it's a little bit after 10, but what's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to this podcast, So tonight, man, we're going to talk, man. I want to encourage those that are in a relationship or looking forward to being in a relationship. I'm gonna say it again. I want to encourage those that's looking forward to getting into a relationship and those that's already in a relationship. But I really want to encourage those that's really in a relationship, because a lot of people are still searching. And, in my era, in my generation, the dating is kind of just, it's off the chain because, people are, people are picky and they have certain types and what attracts them and what don't attracts them, So, it's my, as I'm looking at these different, I don't know if some of y'all familiar with the show Pop the Balloon and how they got a bunch of single women and a bunch of single men lined up with the balloons, and then the person they looking for love. And if the person come out, whether if it's a man or a woman, if they come out, if they attractive, they don't pop their balloon. But if they not attractive, some of them, they pop their balloon. If they not feeling the guy or if they're not feeling the female, they'll pop their balloon. I know some of y'all probably familiar with the show Pop the Balloon. But man, I want to encourage those that are in their relationship. And if you're looking for a relationship and you desire to be in a relationship, I want to encourage you as well. So this will help you and give you tips, of how to keep a happy relationship. That's very important to keep, especially if you're married. See, I used to be married. I learned from experience, and I'm not getting information off of something I heard, but I'm giving information by my experience, okay, in my, when I was married. But I'm not ashamed to say it. I was married, I'm not married no more, but but I had that experience in that marriage life. I was in a relationship before, and life be life and things happen. So we move on. We learn from our mistakes, never said that I did anything, but we learn from the past. I'm gonna put it like that, and we move forward. And if we do get in a new relationship, this will help me, not only are these videos is helping y'all, but it's helping me as well. So I want to be an encouraging to y'all that's in the relationship or that's looking forward to starting a new relationship, So, man, I just want to talk tonight, man. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I know it's I know this is a work week, I know some people in bed or about to go to bed, but I want to encourage, I want to give some little tips on how to keep a happy relationship, because it seems like so many relationships is going down the drain, and tonight, this is what I want to talk about tonight is how to keep a happy relationship, how to keep that fire, how to keep it, keep that relationship kindled, to keep it going, how to keep a happy relationship, and I think, first, honesty really, being honesty really will keep a relationship. It'll take the relationship a long way. So, man, I'm not going to be too long, but I just want to do this video. I thank y'all once again, I appreciate y'all, appreciate the love. I appreciate the views, So, I want to get right into this. So keeping a happy relationship, that says to maintain a happy relationship, open and honesty, communication, prioritize, being open will keep a happy relationship, and being honest will keep a happy relationship, and also communication. Ooh, that's a big word right there. Just think about that word communication. That is a big word. That is a big word. That's the key right there. If it's lack of communication, if you lacking communication in your relationship, see, it's good to know where you lacking at in y'all relationship, because then y'all can fix the problem. Y'all can work on that. And the honesty, you know what I'm saying? Being open to each other, sharing each other thoughts, sharing each other, you know, telling each other how y'all feel. That goes a long way. That'll really keep that relationship kindled. That'll really keep that fire kindled in your relationship. Okay, communication, that's one. That's a big word, communication. That is very important. That'll definitely keep your relationship, keep a happy relationship. Respect. That's another word, respect. Y'all got to respect one another. You know, you respect her as a woman, treat her with respect, and she respect you as a man. She'll treat you with respect. You know, you're doing things to make her happy. You're saying things that make her respect you. You know, you saying, you know, or you saying things to him, you know what I'm saying, that will make him respect you as a woman, as a queen. So respect, that plays a big part in the relationship. That would definitely keep a happy relationship, respect. Okay? Respect each other's needs and boundaries. That'll definitely keep a happy relationship. Respect each other's needs and boundaries, and make time for quality and time and share. Make time for each other. Like, say for instance, you know, you always want to make that time for your partner, for your wife, for your, you know what I'm saying, your spouse or whatever, you know, or if you in a relationship, you always want to make some time for each other. And even if y'all dating, this will help the ones that's out there dating. This will help y'all as well. Always want to make time for each other. Never be too busy to where y'all cannot make time for each other, because that can cause a gap in a relationship. That can cause not a good relationship, because y'all never making time for each other. Y'all never spending time with each other. You know, that's why I can't really, ain't nothing wrong with long distance relationships, but you don't know what they're doing when you're not around them, and they don't know what you're doing when you're not around them. So long distance relationships don't too much last. I'm sorry, to me they don't. I'm just going by what my opinion. I think long distance relationships, that's like if you live in Springfield, Illinois, and you're dating a guy that lives in Los Angeles, California. I mean, that's quite a distance. I mean, I'm not saying it won't work, but I'm just saying, you know, that's pretty much long distance relationships like that don't last, because you don't know what he's doing in LA and he don't know what you're doing here in Springfield. So, you know what I'm saying? Some people can do long distance relationships, you know what I'm saying? Some people cool with it. But I just think if I can't see you, you know, on the day, you know, not, you know what I'm saying? If I can't see you least on a daily basis, like once a week or maybe twice a week, if I can't spend that quality time with you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. That's like if I'm dating a woman that lives in LA, you know, at some point I'm going to want to see her in person. You know what I'm saying? So long distance relationships don't too much last to me. Not saying ain't nothing wrong with long distance relationships, but I'm just giving my opinion on how I feel about, you know, long distance relationships. Okay. I'm just trying to encourage you. Always make time for one another. You know what I'm saying? You want to make that time. You want to spend that quality time and make some time. That'll keep the relationship going. That'll keep a happy relationship. Y'all making time for each other. Okay. And sharing experience. You know, you open up, you share your experience to one another. You talk, you vent. You know, that's more than, you know, you treat each other like y'all best friends, you know, because your partner, whoever you dating, your partner or your wife or your husband, that's your best friend. You know, you always want to share your experience, you know, with each other. It says that's how to keep a happy relationship, and not just a romantic relationship, but also a friendship. You know what I'm saying? This ain't based on always, I'm just trying to help, encourage people that are in relationships, not just romantic, not just a marriage. It could be friends. Y'all could be the best of friends. Y'all share each other ideals. Y'all make time for each other. Y'all always open, being honest to one another. That'll keep a happy relationship. Communication, that is very important. Regularly discussing your feelings and needs and experience with your partner. This is like a marriage, This is communication. So these are tips to help your relationship. It says open and honest, regularly discussing your feelings and needs and experience with your partner. Being open and honest, that's communication. Active listening. Pay attention when your partner is talking or trying to understand their perspective and respond thoughtfully. Understanding them, listening to them. That'll keep a happy relationship. Y'all listening to each other. When she's venting, could be going through something could have went down on her job and she just upset and she need to vent to you. She should be able to express. You should pay attention and listen to her or listen to him, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That'll definitely keep a happy relationship. Y'all open, y'all listening. You know what I'm saying? Y'all being active listening, understanding one another, perspective, understanding each other's perspective, and responding thoughtfully, being thoughtful of each other's feelings. That'll definitely keep a happy relationship. Learn to resolve disagreements. Y'all gonna have disagreements. Conflict resolving. You're learning how to resolve conflict or disagreements. Focusing on finding solutions rather than accusing or blaming each other or arguing with each other. You have disagreements, but finding a solution, coming into an understanding. See, I'm going to tell you what solves conflict. Coming into an understanding with one another. That'll definitely solve the conflict. Solving the solution, finding a solution instead of blaming each other. Because in the relationship, you're going to have disagreements. You're not going to always agree with each other. I'm sorry. At some point, there's going to, down the road in your relationship, y'all going to have a disagreement. I mean, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's just life, But to keep a happy relationship, to keep your relationship from falling apart, is that when y'all finding a solution rather than blaming each other. You know what I'm saying? So regularly acknowledging and appreciating your partner efforts and qualities. Okay? Appreciating one another. Honoring, honor is another form of respecting each other. You honoring, you appreciating, you acknowledging them. Okay, you always want to acknowledge each other. That'll definitely, I think that's one of the most powerfulest thing in a relationship is acknowledging each other. Okay, and appreciating each other, because you never miss something until it's gone. I mean, you have to appreciate something while you still have it. You know what I'm saying? You're blessed to be in a relationship. Some people are not. Some people can't. Some people desire a relationship, but they can't keep a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So honor what you have. That's the most important. You honor one another. And I hope I'm helping. I hope this video being encouraging. You know what I'm saying? So these are the tips. Respect and trust, respecting boundaries, understanding and respecting your partner's personal space and opinions and needs. Okay? Build trust. These are tips. I'm trying to help. Honest, reliable for a healthy relationship. Build trust. You got to build that trust with each other to have a healthy relationship. Show affection. This is a good one. I'm saying this because this is what I had lacked. Okay? This is what I have lacked when I was in a relationship. Affection. Showing them that you care. Expressing your love and affection both physically and verbally and physically. Showing affection. When you don't show no affection, especially a woman, when she don't feel that you care for her, if you don't, somebody else will. She gonna be out the door because she don't feel it. She don't feel love. She don't feel appreciated. She don't feel that you showing no affection towards her. She's gonna find it she gonna definitely get it from somebody else. I mean, hands down. I mean, hey, learn from I'm telling you my experience. I'm telling you what I had to go through. You see what I mean? So that's most important. I think that'll really keep your relationship. That'll keep a happy relationship if you show affection to one another. Vice versa, women, you gotta show your husband or whoever you dating. You gotta show him affection as well. You gotta make him feel that he's appreciated. You gotta make him feel that he's respected. See, every man wants to feel that he's being respected, especially in his relationship. When a man don't feel that he's respected, when you're not showing no affection towards him, guess what? There's always another woman lurking around the corner to get him. I'm telling you. I'm talking real tonight. So, man, you know what I'm saying? Show affection. Showing that affection, verbally and physically. You know, showing that affection. You know what I'm saying? One thing, in my previous relationship, you know, we always made sure that we was nice. We dressed nice. We didn't go out looking any kind of way. She had asked me, do this look right? And I say, yeah, that looks, no, I don't like that. I don't like that dress. But yeah, put that on. That looks nice. And vice versa with me. If I wear a certain shirt she don't like, I say, no, you ain't feeling this? Well, I'm not going to wear this then. Then I put on the shirt that she like. And she be like, yeah, you can wear it. You know what I'm saying? We always show affect. I think that's another sign of showing affection to one another. You know, we both going out and we both looking good. We dress nice and we looking good, trying to be an example. So I said build trust, respect boundaries, build trust, and show affection. The second one is make time for each other. That'll help. Make time for each other. Go on dates. That'll keep that fire, that'll keep that relationship kindled. That'll keep a healthy relationship. Go on dates. Always make time for each other. Never be too busy to where y'all cannot make time for each other. You know, that's most important too. Making time for each other. Try new things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta step outside the box. I don't know why some of us, you know, a lot of people, they be afraid to try something different. Ain't nothing wrong. Sometimes you gotta try new things. Try something different. Step outside of that tradition. You know, sometimes ain't nothing wrong with holding on to what we've been brought up in, but sometimes we gotta step outside the box a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Try new things in your relationship. That'll definitely keep a healthy, happy relationship. Y'all trying new things, new experiences together to keep the relationship exciting. Whether if it's making love, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying new things, you know, you got to keep that spice. You got to keep that fire kindled in the relationship, trying new things. Now, this is romantic. Now, this ain't based on you know what I'm saying? This is the ones that are in the relationship. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to give you tips on how to keep a happy and a healthy relationship. Or if you're dating, you know what I'm saying? These are the things you want to do. This is important to remember these tips. Creating memories. Oh, that's powerful. I likes that. Y'all creating memories. So try new things, explore new hobbies, interests. Then the next one is creating memories. Create and share memories. Make an effort to create lasting memories and strengthen your bond. A bond. So you want to create memories. You know, you want to do some things that she'll never forget. happy things that she'll never forget. Now, you don't want to create no bad memories now. You always want to create good memories for each other. An experience y'all never forget. Y'all can talk about all the time, every day. Y'all can talk about it because y'all created memories. You know what I'm saying? So that's for relationship. These are tips, and I'm gonna go back over some of these. Okay, I talked about. Okay, the first one was communication. Okay, that's important. Resolving conflict, finding the solution. Express appreciation. Appreciate your partner's effort and qualities. Okay, respect and trust. I talked about respect and trust. Respect and trust. Build trust. Show affection. Make time for each other. Try new things. Create and share memories. So, you know what I'm saying? These are tips on that can help better your relationship. You know, and I hope what I said was very helpful and encouraging to you in your relationship. So these are the things, man. Try new things. You know what I'm saying? Try new things. You know, a new experience. Explore new things. You know, travel. That'll help too. That'll really keep the relationship kindled and fired. You know, that'll keep that fire in the relationship. Always try new things. Don't just be complacent with the same thing. You know, I learned, you know what I'm saying? I learned from my previous past relationship. You know, we never really tried new things. It was always the same. It was no growth. And I think that's what destroys a relationship, when there is no progression, there is no growth, there is no, what's the word I'm looking for? Neither one of y'all is putting in the effort. Y'all not putting in the effort. You know what I'm saying? There is no communication no more. There is no affection. Y'all not making time for each other. That can definitely destroy your relationship. So you always want to make time. You always want to try new things. You always want to respect each other's boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always want to respect one another. Communication. That's a big word. Communication. I can't stop saying that word enough because that's important. You know what I'm saying? There gots to be communication. There gots to be communication because that creates that chemistry. Communication always create chemistry in a relationship. And that's how y'all begin to grow closer to one another. So yeah, man, I just wanted to give some tips on how to better and keep a happy and a healthy relationship, man. So this your boy Zicky Z. I thank and appreciate y'all for tuning in to this video, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace.